Greetings! So glad you could join me for our core functional training in the home. I love in the home training. Why? I love the gym too, but if you could do it at home, you can save money, save time, and leave no room for excuses. Why not learn how to do it? So come join me and I'll show you how we can do it. First, I'm going to show you an exercise that has 4 levels of difficulty, and we're going to go through it and I'll show you how to do it. But don't feel like you need to go on to all 4. Just stick with the one that feels comfortable first. There's success at every level, so if you can just do the first one, that's great enough. Let's turn, holding onto a chair or onto a cabinet, leaning very carefully. You're putting pressure and tension into the heel. You're going to bend down, and you're going to go up. Down, up, and notice how the knee doesn't go over the toe, not to cause any knee injuries. Again, I'm pressing into the heels, and I'm coming back up again. My tummy is tight, and my spine is nice and tall. If you want to take it to a second level, which gets a little more difficult, you wouldn't even be holding hands, you wouldn't be holding your hands at all, so you'd be holding your hands together here, or down to your side. Then you can go down, up, last time down, and up. The reason that gets a little bit harder is because now you're just using your own balance to hold yourself up, which means you need a little bit more core strength and a little bit of low back strength as well. To take it to a level 3 gets even a little more difficult now, because at this point your core has to be a lot stronger, so does your back and so does your balance, and you can't forget to breathe. So a level 3 would look something like this. You're going to step and lunge, step and lunge. Step, lunge, step, and lunge. That's great. A level 4 gets a lot more difficult now, because now you're actually using everything. You're using your entire body dynamically to hold yourself balanced and control. What number 4 would look like is stepping, but adding a little leg kickback. To show you again. Step, and a little kick. And one last time, step and kick. Very slow, very in control, and each time you're going to switch legs. To add one final thing to the mix, you want to add a weight, which gets, again, a little bit harder yet. What you can do, stepping out. Again, same posture you did before. Weight down to the side. We're going to open up and down, up, down, up, and down, and then you're going to reverse the sides. So as you can see, it gets a little tougher each and every time. But don't feel like you need to rush. Even just doing the first one is amazing. Hi there. For our number 2 lesson on the steps, let me show you what we're going to do here. Again, using the same principles, body nice and tall, spine aligned, tummy tucked in, focusing on our breath. Let's begin to walk. On the first of 3, you're simply just going to step up, step. Make sure that your feet are completely on the step. Very slow, very concentrated. The number 2 of the 3 looks something like this. We're going to step again, but skipping every other step. Carefully walking up, making sure the spine is straight. Every other step. Now we're at 3 of 3, and although there's many, many more, this gives you a good idea. Follow me. Again, same principles. We're going to step every other step, then add a little kick. Step every other step, add a little kick. And here we're going to do some arm exercises. Easy. TheraBands on the side of the railing, on the side of the wall, on the door, anywhere that's stable. Let me show you why. Triceps, and biceps. And lastly, shoulders. Last, but certainly not least, the ab workout. Let me show you how. We're going to start with the upper abs. Lower back planted in the ground. Eyes and chin facing the ceiling. Hands comfortably behind the neck. Exhale up and down. And for the second one, we're going to go a little bit lower. Hands under the hips, nice and comfortable, supporting the low back. Feet are going to be up, and it's just a slight lift of the feet. Lift of the feet. Third, we're going to go a little bit lower in the stomach, getting a little bit more difficult. Laying back. Hands can support under the hips again. Feet in between the ball. Lift the ball up and down. Up, down, up, and down. And to finish off with abs, a little fun medicine ball action. Let me show you how. If you want, you can just keep the medicine ball close to you. Twist and twist. Twist. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, bring the feet up. Twist, twist. And that's just a small sample of what we can do in the home. There are tons of tools out there. You just have to make the choice to make the change. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to stretch after.